Ronaldo might not be the most gifted player of his generation, but he is arguably the greatest. It is common knowledge his career is no longer what it used to be. But do you know Ronaldo almost never had a career?
Suddenly red shirts flooding back, chance for Cristiano Ronaldo! 2-2!
The captain of the Portuguese national team is still very relevant in this scheme of things and might stay relevant for the next couple of years. Not everyone is a Ronaldo fan, but even his enemies know he has contributed immensely to football. CR7 will not play football forever. One day he will have to hang his boots. It might not seem like that day is anytime soon, but eventually, the man from Madeira will retire. It is quite easy to talk about Ronaldo's retirement now because of how much he has done both in and for the beautiful game of football. But did you know the former Manchester United forward would have died over 3 decades ago? Right now, the world remembers him for his lightning speed, flicks, tricks, and eye for goal. But all these would never have existed as Ronaldo almost died in his mother's womb. I know, this is shocking, but before we go on, kindly subscribe to this channel if you are new here. You see, Ronaldo almost never had any contact with the ball because his mother, Maria Dolores, almost aborted him. Now, you might want to consider her irresponsible, but the mother of the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner is definitely not irresponsible. This is obvious as she raised the man the world adores so much. We are not saying Maria Dolores made the right move by trying to abort Ronaldo, but maybe she had to make a choice between the devil and the deep blue sea. When Maria was pregnant with Ronaldo, she wasn't sure she was going to be able to take care of him. She was broke and the little money she earned couldn't even take care of her and his older siblings. So she assumed nipping him in the bud was the best thing she could have done. But she was wrong. Carrying him for 9 months has actually turned out to be one of the best things she has done. Although it was not her decision, nature ensured she did the right thing. So, how did Ronaldo almost die? Ronaldo wasn't born when his mother almost aborted him. This is common knowledge. This means he was not even aware of what happened. But Maria Dolores put out a book in 2014. This book, titled Mother's Courage, contained one of the most shocking details about the Madrid legend. From all that Dolores represents, one might struggle to believe she actually made attempts at aborting a child. However, this information is not a rumor. It came from the horse's mouth, so it is a fact. After deciding that terminating Ronaldo was the best decision she could make, Maria went to see a doctor. The entire idea was to get the doctor to help her get rid of the baby. This seemed as easy as ABC, but the doctor was not on the same page with her. Not only did he refuse to carry out the process, he ensured she did not get the permission to abort CR7. Well, she could have tried out a different doctor. At least that is what the average person would have done. But Maria was poor and could barely afford to take care of herself. So the likelihood of even being able to see a different doctor was almost non-existent. So did she keep the baby? Well, it depends on how you see things. You probably think since she didn't have a choice, she went on to keep the baby. However, if this is what you think, then you are wrong. You see, the fighting spirit that Ronaldo has most likely runs deep in his blood. His mother could have simply given up and kept the baby, but she came up with a plan. The plan was to put herself through extreme physical stress until she had a miscarriage. Maria began by drinking warm ale. I'm unsure if this can help with abortions, but she did anyway. She could have stopped at that, but she didn't. She made herself run until she could not move anymore. All these could have actually helped her get a miscarriage, but baby Ronaldo was very strong and refused to leave her womb. A couple of months after trying so hard to get rid of Ronaldo, the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner was born. At his birth, she probably did not understand why Ronaldo decided to be so tough in her womb, but it probably began making so much sense when he started playing football. Maria is a Christian and doesn't believe Ronaldo is her savior, but CR7 was basically some form of deliverer, at least for his family. When Ronaldo started growing and his football skills were beginning to get a little obvious, it started getting clear he had a bright future. However, he was still very far from becoming a success. Also, there was no guarantee he was going to be successful. This fact might be difficult to understand now, but there are several amazing players in the world that didn't turn out to be successful professionals, and Ronaldo could have been one of them if he had taken a couple of wrong steps. Well, Ronaldo took the right steps, and today is one of the greatest footballers ever. The Portuguese has won everything that there is to win in Europe. From the Euro to the Champions League and several individual accolades, he has them all. The only medal he doesn't currently have is a World Cup medal. This might be the most prestigious medal in planet football, but it's too bad CR7 might never get one. If you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this. Speaking about her decision to abort Ronaldo in an interview and how he has turned out to be so successful, Maria said, "He is a child that I wanted to abort. God didn't want that to happen, and I was blessed because of that, and God didn't punish me." Maria Dolores might have mixed feelings about her attempt to abort the best player in the history of Portugal. Of course, on one hand, she feels glad she was unsuccessful with the process. But on the other hand, it might be difficult to face her son after making her decision to abort in public. However, how does CR7 feel about the fact that he almost never existed? It might be difficult to find out exactly how Ronaldo feels about almost being aborted because he might never speak about it, but he seems just fine with the entire process. As a child, he grew up not having enough. He had to work his way to the top through lots of challenges, so he most likely understands the position his mother found herself in and her reason for taking a decision that she might forever regret. CR7 doesn't seem troubled by his mother's decision. In her words, "Sometimes Ronaldo makes fun of me and says, 'You didn't want me to be born, but now you see that I'm here helping all of you.' And well, sometimes we have a laugh about that." Ronaldo might be unable to properly narrate the events around his mom trying to abort him. The reason for this is obvious. However, that was not the only time he almost died, and he definitely can say a lot about the second time he almost died, as he was already a superstar when he almost lost his life again. Just like the first time he almost died, Ronaldo would have died on the street without even having a hand in his own death. CR7 loves the good life, and he perhaps thinks he can't enjoy life if he doesn't drive fast cars. So the man has several fast cars, and he doesn't think twice before driving any of them. The former Manchester United and Madrid player had just finished a game and things didn't exactly go according to plan. He could have gone home to simply relax, but he felt he could do something else that night. So he decided to go for a ride with his girlfriend. He was probably trying to impress her, so of all his cars, he chose his Audi R8. What was supposed to be a regular night turned out to be one the player will never forget. While out for the drive, the Portuguese player was stopped by the cops and they requested for an ID. Being a famous person, CR7 felt they knew him and didn't need an ID. He had a point. However, they were just doing their jobs. There was a bit of an argument and a small crowd gathered. For a moment, it seemed everyone in the crowd was a fan, but that wasn't the case. There was a Ronaldo hater in the crowd and he threatened to kill the player. He didn't seem scared of the fact that policemen were around. Things could have gotten out of hand, so the cops let Ronaldo leave, and that was how he avoided being killed. The hater was arrested and the rest is history. Thanks for going all the way. To see more videos like this, please subscribe to this channel. Also, smash the like and share buttons if you are yet to do so. See you in the next video.